Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another segment of Read With Me. I am your host, Kelly Michelle. If you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so happy you decided to click on this link. This is a channel that focuses on reading together separately. We are a virtual book club. And so the concept is that I will choose a book the beginning of the month. We will read that book throughout the month, and we will have assigned chapters and chapters. Every single segment that I post, I will post about my thoughts and reflections on those assigned chapter or chapters. And so the goal is by the end of the year to have completed 12 books together. And so we have already completed 5 books. We are in the month of June and we are underway with reading our 6th book. And the book that we are reading this month is The Garden Within by Dr. Anita Phillips. And so last time we went over chapter 8, and this time we are going over chapter 9. And so chapter 9 is found in the second part of the book, and the second part of the book is titled Deeply Rooted. And so before I get started with sharing my thoughts and my reflections and takeaways, I wanted to just share with you the disclaimer, which is in no way am I trying to present these ideas and concepts as my own. I am just simply sharing with you what I received, what I learned from reading the chapter. And so I am super excited to share with you my thoughts for chapter 9. And again, chapter 9 is titled Wilderness. I just want to remind you that it's not too late. If you have not picked up this book, it is available wherever books are sold, and you can go back to previous segments so you can catch up. But I really encourage you to grab the book and start reading with us. All right, so chapter 9, Wilderness. Here are my takeaways. Number 1. Therapy is not for mentally ill people. Therapy is for all people. Number 2, your mental illness is not a personal failure. Your mental illness is not indicative of weak faith. Number 3, the difference between a mental illness and physical illness is in the symptoms, not the source. And number 4, there are a lot of decisions that we don't make about the internal workings of our bodies. And so I was so excited to tape this segment because this chapter was rich. One of the 2 things that I really want to focus on and highlight that really caused me, I've been pondering and had to sit with, is number 1 and number 2. As you know, just even throughout this channel and the other books that we have read together, I have highlighted that I have been in therapy before. I advocate for therapy. I think that therapy is such a positive practice to have in your life. And so number 1 says therapy is not for mentally ill people. Therapy is for all people. And I know that particular line stuck out to me is because for so long, especially in certain communities, it is seen as therapy as a negative versus it being seen as something positive. So many times, and this is a great example, like if I had a broken arm, I would go to the doctor. If I needed car repairs for my car, I would go to a mechanic. Well, if I need mental help and I have some mental illness that is going on, then I need to go to a therapist. And it's okay because that person is specialized in training to help with whatever mental challenges or wrestling or illnesses that I am facing, that person is trained to help with that. And so it has been a stigma in the church, because this, like, again, this is a faith-based book, that we have had to overcome, an understanding that when I need help, it does not mean I have a lack of faith or a lack of trust in God if I have outside help from the church, even though I am praying, outside help from the church to help with some mental illness that I have. It doesn't mean that I have a lack of faith. It doesn't mean that I don't have a relationship with God. It just means that God can use people outside of the church to help meet our needs. And that is part of, the journey that we could be on, is needing that help outside. So that was number one, is that it's just not for people who are considered ill. Everybody can benefit from therapy. And number two, and I think this is a great line or concept that was included in the book, is your mental illness is not a personal failure. Your mental illness is not indicative of weak faith. And that's what I just said, is that it doesn't mean that you are lacking something or that you're failing in an area because you are having some challenges mentally. And I really want to encourage you to read the chapter so you can further read why she included this as a statement in the book and what it really means. But I really want to encourage people, and it talks about some statistics about how many people are dealing with some type of mental illness or have some type of mental challenge. The numbers are staggering. So one, you're not alone, and also two, it also is okay. It doesn't mean that you are a failure, and it also doesn't mean that it is a prison, meaning that you can't overcome whatever mental illness or mental challenge you might be facing. There are definitely a lot of wonderful, wonderful therapists out there that can really give you a tool belt, as my therapist would say, tools in your tool belt to address some of the challenges that you might be facing. And so those are my takeaways for chapter 9. Next time we will be going over chapter 10. And so before I end this segment, I always end every segment with just a couple of things. One is encouraging you to read. Take some time to read today, to sharpen your mind, to learn something new. And two, if you are enjoying this channel, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I really want to encourage commenting and subscribing. I want this channel to explode. I want this channel to grow. So I really encourage you to invite your friends, invite your family to join us in this virtual book club. Thank you so much for joining us today. And until next time, happy reading.